Law 3 of power, conceal your intentions. The surface world will tell you to be transparent, to announce your plans, to speak your dreams out loud. But that is how the architects tighten their grip. Because the moment you reveal your hand, you give them the weapon to stop you. Power belongs to those who move in silence, to those who let others chase shadows while they prepare the strike. When you conceal your intentions, you control the battlefield of information. You see clearly while your enemies stumble in the dark. This law has toppled empires, built empires, and determined the fate of men who thought themselves untouchable. And it still rules today in boardrooms, careers, and even relationships. Stay until the end, because the choice you make with this law could mean the difference between victory and downfall. The Trap of Exposure, Rasputin, Russia. Early 1900s. The Romanov dynasty is crumbling. Into the chaos steps Grigory Rasputin, a peasant mystic from Siberia, whispering of visions and miracles. With his strange power to calm the Tsar's sickly son, he climbs from obscurity into the innermost chambers of the throne. But Rasputin makes the deadliest mistake a man of influence can make. He lets his power be seen. He walks the palace halls openly. He boasts of his sway over Nicholas and Alexandra. The Tsarina consults him on matters of state, in plain view of nobles, clergy, and generals. And when power is visible, enemies align. The nobility seethe at the sight of a peasant steering their emperor. The church brands him a heretic. Politicians and generals watch in disgust as their sovereign bends to a mystic's word. The more he flaunts his influence, the clearer the target becomes. December 1916. The knives come out. A circle of nobles assassinate him, believing his death will save the monarchy. Instead, it exposes just how weak the Romanovs had become and hastens their collapse into revolution. Rasputin's error was not in gaining power. It was in failing to shield it. He proved the truth of Law 3. Once your intentions are visible, you've already lost the game. The weapon of secrecy. Hannibal 218 BCE. The Second Punic War begins. Rome braces for attack. Their fleets guard the coasts. Their armies block the southern routes. They prepare for the war they expect. But Hannibal Barca understands the trap of expectation. To march where Rome was waiting would be suicide. So he chooses the impossible. He will drag his army and his war elephants through the frozen jaws of the Alps. The mountains are death itself. Narrow passes, brutal cold, hostile tribes. Roman spies dismiss the idea as madness. While they look south and west, Hannibal moves north in silence. He gathers guides, stockpiles supplies, hardens his men for the climb. And he spreads false whispers to keep Rome's eyes elsewhere. The crossing is hell. Snow, starvation, ambushes. Half his army is lost. But when Hannibal's survivors emerge on the other side, Rome is struck as if by lightning from the impossible direction. At Trebia, at Lake Trasimene, at Cannae. Again and again, Rome is broken by a man who concealed his intentions until the moment of the strike. Hannibal turned secrecy into a weapon sharper than any sword. Here's the truth of Law 3. When you reveal your intentions too soon, you hand your enemies the map to destroy you. They raise defenses, forge alliances, prepare their blades. But when you conceal your aims, the battlefield belongs to you. They stumble in the dark, while you move with clarity. Look at Rasputin. His influence lay in plain sight, and he was cut down. Look at Hannibal. Hidden in the mountains, he unleashed thunder on Rome. One exposed himself and perished. The other concealed, and for a decade Rome trembled. This law still rules the surface world today. In a negotiation, reveal your budget at the start, and the other side boxes you in. They twist scarcity, adjust demands, bleed your position dry. But remain silent. Ask questions. Let them reveal their pressure points first. By the time you show your hand, it's already too late for them to resist. Concealment is not cowardice. It is control. It is the art of striking only when the ground favors you. Silence sharpens your blade. Patience sets the trap. That is the choice every battle presents: exposure or concealment. Rasputin exposed himself and died. Hannibal concealed himself, and Rome collapsed into chaos. The lesson of Law 3 is simple. Concealment is not weakness. It is strategy. Power belongs to those who move unseen, while others expose themselves to ruin. But the architects don't want you to see this. They want you loud, exposed, predictable, easy to control. That's why file number 1 was sealed away. Inside, you'll find the lessons they hope you never read. Your first step into the whispered order. And if you're ready to go deeper, if you're ready to forge your own playbook, then there's battle-tested wisdom. Codes forged from history's hardest trials. Every empire begins in silence until the moment of the strike.